This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Business Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making 5, 6, 7, 8, they're making tons of money, but more importantly, they're sharing their wisdom. It's 6 questions in 9 minutes because transforming possibility leads to reality. So let's get to it. Question number 1. In a few sentences, tell me who you are and what you do.
I am Melahni Ake. I am the CEO of Make Connections for Life and the founder of Everyday Leaders, where I empower people every day to discover their own inner voice and then create a platform to share how they are using their voice to inspire the world. So I've created a podcast, Everyday Leaders 50 and 50. I have everyday annual leadership summits. I have a morning devotional, and I have weekly coaching classes. So I live my life as an everyday leader every day.
Absolutely love it. So clear. And I absolutely love hearing you say that. Question number 2. What's the best thing about being in business?
All right, 3 things. I wrote this down. I love these questions. Getting to choose your mindset every day about your inner circle, using your strengths to fulfill a mission and a purpose, and then measuring your wins and celebrating your successes. Nobody else gets to do that, but you get to do that with your own business.
Love it. I love it. What's your yardstick, right?
What's your yardstick?
I absolutely love it. Fantastic. So here's the question that I find really fascinating and interesting. So we hear from other business owners, even during this time, and especially in this digital space that you and I are so familiar with, right? That businesses are getting so much business that the chaos sometimes is causing overwhelm. What are your thoughts on that, Melanie?
So, first of all, you have to calm your chaos because it is there. And then you have to be aware that it is there. But if you love what you do, you are going to always try to be in it. And so it's great, but you've got to create systems that work. And so that means scheduling your time, just like if you had a normal job, you've got to be able to say, from this time to this time, I'm only going to work on these specific tasks. And you have to give yourself playtime, and you have to figure it out. Managing your time 101 is super, super important, and scheduling every single task and putting a time value to it. Using your phone, putting on a timer, doing those jobs specifically on a time limit. Because if you don't, you love what you do, and that's great, but you'll end up not having any other life because of it. And then you don't give the right energy to what you love. So that's my advice.
Love it. Already dropping the value, and we haven't even got to question number 5 yet. I love it. Question number 4. What other successful business owners like yourself, Melanie, should be on the Unlimited Wisdom podcast?
Oh my gosh. All right. So my husband, Joe Ake, that's the producer of my podcast and is a media genius. David McLennan, Ruth Ann Bowen, Suzanne Castle, Steve Gamlin, Allison Little, Diane Dick, Greg Storch. I could go on and on and on. Amy Moglin. How much time do we have, right? People show up and add value to others. That's how they've created their businesses for everybody else. And so that's why I list those just as a beginner, right?
I know your list is long, right?
It is. It is.
You definitely walk the talk. It's one of the things that I absolutely love about you, Melanie. Thank you for being you. Question number 5. Let's get to the crux of this whole value thing, right? What piece of wisdom would you share with other business owners, Melanie?
Turn off the noise. Turn off the noise. That's it, right? That's my big aha. Don't quit when it gets tough, but turn off the noise and realize that why you're in business is because you love it. So don't let anybody else tell you that it's not right. Turn off all this political BS. I'm sorry, but stop watching the news and getting afraid and this scared mindset of, oh my gosh, but if I create this, it's never going to exist and be sustainable because of all the political system. Stop it. Turn the TV off, turn the media off, get off Facebook, whatever. Concentrate on your business because you have a purpose. And if it's within you to start it, do it and focus on that only. That's my advice. I sound like a sergeant, don't I?
I know you don't sound like a sergeant, and that's really wise advice. And honestly, I expected something a little bit different from you. And
You did?
I did a little bit. I mean, I've known you for a couple of years now, and I did expect something different, but I have to just I don't have to. I want to share this with you. Melanie, honestly, that is one of the best pieces, if not the best pieces of advice that I've had on a podcast yet. It's simple and it's brilliant, and I absolutely love it. Find the signal from the noise, or however other way that you want to say it. Like anybody, just turn off the noise. I love
Turn
it,
it off.
Melanie. It's great
Turn it
advice.
off. I've lived by it, so you got to do it. It works.
Absolutely love it. Simple and brilliant. Thank you very much for sharing that. That's very wise. Question number 6. Let's switch to something a little bit different, something more fun, right? So we could talk business all day, every day, all the time, right? But what's the most fun vacation you ever had?
Oh my gosh. So Maui, and it started out as a work trip. And so I had 1 week that I had to be in Maui at the Ritz for a work trip. And so I said to my husband, Joe, hey, if I fly you out there, we could use all my points and stay an extra week. So we did. So we got to stay at the Ritz Carlton in Maui for 1 week, all paid. And then I used my car points and my hotel points, and we got to stay for an extra week. So basically 2 weeks in Maui for free. That was awesome.
I love that. How fun is that? We work to live, not live to work. And so being able to have those opportunities are fantastic. Being able to have that freedom is awesome.
I was just going to say, in closing, one more quote that I have to tell everybody because I have this on my emails. So you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So everyday leaders, my whole brand this year is everyday leaders change the world. So if you start your business, you are an everyday leader, then you can change the world with it. So go do it.
I couldn't love that anymore. I know we align there very much. I just appreciate who you are. So thank you, Melanie, for being
You're
on.
welcome.
And thank you for the investment of time to just hop on here and be able to serve leaders. What's the website, or where can people find you? What's the best way, whether it's social media, website, how can they find you? They're dying to connect with you.
Yes. Everydayleaders.com on my website, Everyday Leaders 50 and 50 podcast on all platforms, and join the Facebook group, Everyday Leaders. I'd love to have you.
Love it. This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Business Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever figures share their wisdom, but they're creating impact globally. Thanks for joining us.